What's up? Welcome to Huntxp Gear Reviews. Today we've got a breakdown of a budget workhorse semi-auto shotgun that does it all. Alright, today we're going to dive into my everyday workhorse semi-auto shotgun choice of 2025. And I've been waiting on this for a long time. Truth be told, I've been basically using a friend's gun since high school. He bought one, he's like, here, you can use it. And it just stayed with me. He finally asked for it back, and it was about time because it was time for me to get serious about shotgun purchase. And so here's my scenario, and maybe it will resonate with you. The shotgun we're gonna break down today, I think is perfect for everyday, gritty, without breaking the bank, semi-automatic. I primarily use shotgun for turkey hunting in the spring. I'll do a little waterfowl or grouse hunting, upland bird hunting in the fall. And I live in a shotgun zone for firearm for whitetail. And if I go north, I can use my rifle. If I stay where I'm at or I go south, I'm in shotgun zone. So I wanted something with the versatility to shoot a slug out of it or to adapt. Something to shoot a slug for whitetail, but primarily have a great turkey gun that's semi-auto that I could also pull out in the duck blind or the goose blind and go out there with Trav or the rest of the Huntxp crew and have something that worked just great. And so this shotgun, I know I'm holding you in suspense, but this shotgun, both through internet research, through asking Crockett, our AI, and ultimately asking my brother, who's a big fan of this shotgun, what I'm gonna break down, gonna unbox, build for you today, and do the whole setup is the Stoeger 3500 series. I am stoked for this. My brother, when we were texting back and forth, says, I've owned a Stoeger forever. I love the thing, shot thousands of rounds through it, and it is never choked on me. It's never jammed. He, of course, cleans it and keeps it good, but it lives up to its name. Everyday tough is their slogan, and Travis has put it through the ringer. Stoeger was kind enough to hook me up with one to unbox here and show you guys. I'm gonna run it through turkey season, then I'll give you my final thoughts. Today, I'm gonna unbox it and build it for you guys, do the Huntxp Stoeger 3500 build. Come on, let's open up and see what's inside the box. This is what you'll get when you get it shipped to you. Probably not shipped to you, shipped to a gun shop near you if you buy direct or buy in a local gun shop towards you. So the first thing you're gonna see in this bag here, the gun typically comes with a little plug on the action here. This fell out, but plug on there just so it doesn't mess things up. I went with the black matte finish. I'm gonna tell you why towards the end of this video, and you're really gonna like it. It's cheaper, about $100 cheaper, and same functionality as the other models, unless you're going turkey specific. They have a turkey specific model. Put all the details and links in the descriptions for the different models. Why I went with 3500 is it shoots 3.5-inch shells, which I prefer to shoot in turkey season. You totally don't have to. My brother Travis runs a 3000 M3000, and that thing only runs 3-inch shells, and the 300 runs 3-inch or 3.5, 3-inch, and 2 3/4 shells, all of them. So I wanted that capability, but if you even want to go further budget, I don't know that you really need to stretch for the 3.5. Your choice. My brother runs 3 inches, and he does just fine killing turkeys, waterfowl, whatever. This is what's going to come with the black finish. They also in kind of a waterfowl pattern or bottomland as well that you can get. Again, you're going to spend about another $100 to get that. But here is the gun itself. Then you're gonna get instructions, and then the barrel is gonna come in here. So here's the barrel. You got a couple different options with the barrel. I went with the 6-inch barrel, which is kind of the overall workhorse. Long enough to do pretty decent with waterfowl. A little longer than what you need for turkey. Usually 24 is good for turkey, keeps it tight around your chest, but it's a happy medium. Great for the everyday gun I'm trying to build, which I can kind of get multiple purposes out of. The last thing it will come with in the box here is a bunch of goodies. Stickers. Who doesn't love stickers? So stickers, inertia driven, which is one of the key features. This is in the Benelli family of firearms. And so it's got some of the same features that you'd get out of a Benelli or a Huntxp. And I love the goodies that are sent in here, not just because of the stickers, but you got a couple things here that you need to build out the gun with. But the main thing that's great about this is it comes with some chokes. So you got your full, got your modified, those sort of things. You got 3 different chokes that you can work with. I also personally bought a Carlson turkey choke that I'll add to this for turkey season, but I think you'd be just fine running with the full choke in turkey season. If you want to up it a little bit, that is an option. Well, so here's your turkey chokes. You got a turkey tool or a choke tool to get those in and out of your barrel. Got a couple other accessories here. So that's what's in the box. Let's build it. Here it is, it's built fresh out the box. I just want to break down a couple key features and let you know why I chose this as my kind of everyday semi-auto, why decisions I did and went with what I did. Let's just start right off the bat with the inertia-driven system. I really like this system. I heard from my brother who's been using a very similar model for a long time. Never had a gum up, never had a jam in this system. It works really well. One catch with it though, particularly with the 3500, which is really not a big deal at all. If you plan to shoot 2 3/4, like trap shoot, that sort of thing, those lighter loads for the smaller game, grouse and partridge, you gotta run some bigger rounds through this first. They're really clear on that to get the full potential of the inertia system here. I think it's huge to get something in the family of a higher end that Benelli offers, and some of the same components, same sort of system in everyday shotgun like this. So great. And that, if you're not familiar with it, I wasn't until I started researching that other shotguns work on a model and they just have more components. So what that offers is this is way easier to clean. I've just got to be honest, I'm not a clean freak, but it matters. I had a couple moments a couple seasons ago with turkeys where I didn't take good care of my shotguns, and there's the tom and click. Luckily, I got that one. I'll play back the video for you. Here they come. Yes. But it's not something that you want to happen. So cleaning and maintaining, you want something to be easy and work efficiently. So that's a great key feature. Then I went with the 3500 as opposed to the 3000 because of the 3.5 chambering. And I just think if I ever want to bust that out in a situation with waterfowl, I run them a lot. Turkeys, just getting the maximum load for the maximum chance to harvest that bird. Another thing about this 3500 and the series that I like is there's some adjustability to it that you can bring in your comfort. So it comes with a set of shims and you can adjust it and play with it a little bit. That adjustability is nice for the price point. As you saw when I unboxed it, it comes with chokes and you can get different barrels for it. So if you wanted to accessorize and use this as a base model, you could get a 24-inch for turkey and get a 28-inch for waterfowl to give you that extra pattern, gives you a little bit more reach for those waterfowl. I'm fine with the happy medium, and it's cool that it comes with a range of different chokes designed for multiple applications. So I can those out very easily from full to the shorter modified ones that it comes with, or add my own choke tube in. So what you're not going to get in this, and what I'm willing to sacrifice for the price point and just the reliability of being able to take this thing out and do whatever with it, is you're going to lose a little bit of the ergonomics. So these grips, and this grip isn't going to be as fancy or as ergonomically designed as some of the Benelli models or the higher end competition. The trigger is going to be a little spongier on the shot than those nicer shotguns, but I don't care. I don't shoot enough. I'm primarily a hunter, not shooting tons of rounds through this, so that's not a big deal for me. But those are just some things just to be transparent about you losing in this. You'll have to research some more. But again, for the everyday workhorse, this thing is awesome. I'll mention, and you may be wondering, why black when you've got camo options? Here's the deal. What I would love to do with this is accessorize. It's kind of like when you buy a new car, you imagine buying a particular car, and then you're like, ooh, but what actually matters sometimes from the day to day is not just going down the road, but the little things that you can. So whenever you're making a purchase like this, I always think about the accessorization that you can do on this, and why I went with the black base model. I'll show you in a little bit. I'm super excited about it. There's ways to accessorize this and get your own. A couple things that were important to me. It has this ability to put this sight rail on top of here and put a red dot scope on there. So I'm going to build that out and I'll show you the finished product. I'm going to run that both for turkey. That's great to run a red dot. It's really fun to use that. It makes it a little bit easier if I were to pass this shotgun down to my little guys. I probably can get the functionality I need out of that to shoot slugs. Most of the whitetail situations that I'm shooting with firearm are in dense kind of swampy or bedding areas, and I don't really ever shoot past 70 yards with them and can do just fine with the red dot scope. But if I ever wanted to upgrade, Stoeger has a barrel option just for shooting slugs and whitetails, so I could invest in that, and that comes with a built-in rail where you can put a bigger scope on top. So that's the Stoeger 3500. I've been holding you in suspense, but I said before, one of the great things about going with this base model without the camo is you can add your own flare to it. So I'm going to add a little Huntxp flare to it. We contacted some partners to build this out as a Huntxp turkey gun. So 3, 2, 1. Boom, there it is. We're at turkey camp and got it done this morning with Jordan. The rest of the Huntxp crew is out chasing other birds trying to fill their tag. I shot mine yesterday with this guy, which is awesome. Now that I've tested it, now that I've put a bird down with it, I want to tell you what I love about it and talk about Gunskin, who hooked us up with this Gunskin. Looks pretty sweet. So, man, out of the box, pretty easy to assemble, pretty easy to get this rail on here and put the red dot on if you want to do that. The simplicity and stability of it, I love, and it just shoots super smooth. So I've only shot a minimal amount of rounds because it's brand new to me, but the rounds are great. It's got tight, good feel to it. Man, it just holds really nice. Great gun, easy to tote around the woods. I'm not too concerned about scratching it up and stuff. Scratch! Because it's a workhorse gun. It's awesome. Nothing out of the ordinary for a kick for this. I shot 3.5-inch shells, turkey load out of here. And it has a wallop, but that's what you expect out of this. So held true, nearly knocked the turkey's head off. He was pretty close, so my decoy. Here it is, finished product. Can't say enough about Stoeger 3500 base model. I love this two-tone, what we were able to do with this. So just super pleased with it. Love the gun skin. Shout out to those guys. If you want to customize it, make it look cool like this, it's a great way to go with the solid black. Fantastic. Even got a little blood on it to start things off. So if you're looking for a workhorse semi-auto, I'd look hard at Stoeger if I were you. Big fan. Was able to put in the Carlson choke tube. That worked beautifully for me. Everything's looking good, working good. Fantastic. So if you're in the market for a workhorse semi-auto that's going to be reliable for you, easy to clean, got some great action, very pleased with it. Excited to get a lot more birds with this. Excited to drop the red dot, go after some waterfowl with it in the fall time. And I think I could even run this red dot with a slug and it'd be just fine, or swap out the barrels without having to buy a whole nother slug gun. So highly recommend. Thanks Stoeger for letting us try this out. This is amazing. Excited to have this in the arsenal. All right, one of the advantages that I talked about going base model is having a little bit more financial margin to accessorize. Of course, you could buy a nicer model, fully camouflaged to your situation. Awesome. And you can still accessorize. But I think going with this base model gives me a little bit more ability to afford those things if I'm on a budget. So a couple key things that I add in, like a new car, usually there's new things to add to it. One of the first things that I did is Stoeger was kind enough to send us a strap here. Getting a good strap, particularly for turkey season, is a great option. I love this paracord one that Stoeger has. They just sent to me. I really appreciate that. I'll throw a couple more in the description that I would recommend for doing a lot of running and gunning like we do. Or usually a lot of times if I waterfowl hunt with the Huntxp crew, we're in a made blind or something like that. Sometimes we're in a pit, comforts of just setting the gun up, but a lot of times we're hoofing it into places or working in the boat. It's great to have a good strap. I'll put a couple links in the bio to different straps that you can add. Another thing is a great case. So I love this soft case by Allen. It's mostly a turkey hunting case, and it's got a couple features for that. So it's got all these pockets on the side, which are awesome. Got great spot for shells here, different accessories. Got great spot to put your pot calls. Shout out to our folks at the Burleyco who made this Huntxp pot call for us. So fun. You can put shells in here, that sort of thing. Got time, space for your different strikers here, for your box call in the front. And then in here, the space for shells. And this is a great case, would highly recommend it. I'll find it, put a link to it or something very similar. This is a great case. I love it. I've loved using it. It's great to have these accessories on. This one's cool because it comes with a actual measure tape that you can measure a turkey's beard with. Also, suppose if you're in a boat and you're fishing while you're waterfowl hunting or something like that, you could get a measurement on a reasonably sized fish there. But there's a turkey measurement, just kind of a fun feature. Another crucial accessory for me was the sight rail. For me, was the ability to put a red dot scope on this for both turkey hunting, and if I'm going to run slugs through this for whitetail, I want that kind of extra visual optics to be able to be more precise with the shots. So I went with Trinity Supply. They make a custom rail here for the Stoeger. One note about Stoeger is that a lot of the standard rails that you get out there are not going to fit just because the configuration on top is different, even than Benelli, I think, in a lot of cases. So you're going to want to make sure. I'll put a link in the description for this one. This is a great thing you can pick up online with that extra cash. You save it going with the base model and then picking yourself up a good red dot scope. So I got the Crossfire red dot scope from Vortex. This couple years old, used it before. I'm going to put it on this one. If I were to go with a red dot scope, you could even reach for their new Viper series. Looks pretty sweet. But there are some more affordable options. I'll put all the details below. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up for turkey season and put this right on the rail. Hey there, thanks for watching this video. I'm JD, founder and crew member of the Huntxp team. We're so grateful that you took time to watch this video, and hopefully it's helping you level up your hunting game. That's what we and our community is all about, and we want to invite you into this growing community of hunters that's all about leveling up each other's hunting game. So the first thing you can do is like and subscribe, but even more than that, we got some fun things going on over at our website, huntxp.com. We'd love for you to join our community there and stay connected with what we're doing, what we're working on, and we'd love to hear about what you're after. So thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time.